into Yellowstone. Funny enough, the park ranger that checked our badge to enter is from Tinley Park, so she recognized where we were from. So small world, I guess. And right now we entered from the east side, just outside of Cody. We drove from Cody, Wyoming, into Yellowstone from the east entrance. We were trying to think maybe we'd do some hiking, but a lot of the hiking sections of Yellowstone look to be more toward the west side, north or south of the Old Faithful, the geyser. So that's kind of where we're headed right now. We're gonna take it easy. You know, if we see something pretty to pull off, we'll go ahead and stop and take photos. It's just gonna kind of be a leisurely day. It also looks pretty gloomy, like it might rain, and it's supposed to rain and a little bit of snow today. So we'll see how far we get before the weather kind of takes a turn.
So Danielle's struggling a little bit with her boots. They're not as grippy. And it is a little steep. I'm doing okay because I got my Adidas. But yeah, overall, it's a little wet. Rain just stopped for a minute. So hopefully this gives us a window to photograph and make it out safely and dry. Woo, don't slip.
Quick update, we've hiked about 2 miles at this point. We've got another half mile to go to get back to the car.
Yep.
Wasn't a long hike, but between seeing the lower and upper half of this falls, it's some pretty steep elevation gain. You can tell my cheeks are a little pink, breathing a little hard, but it was steep.
Yeah, same with me. Look at
You're too dark.
But yeah, so I mean, honestly, like having good shoes will get you far away or further up or down. We saw some people unprepared, and I could tell they were gonna suffer.
Also, it looks sunny and nice now, but it actually rained the first like 30-40 minutes we were out here. We were wet.
Yeah.
So rain clothes are a good thing too.
Yep. Water resistant, everything, guys. If you're gonna come down here, the weather seems to change in 10 minutes. It'll be sunny. It's sunnier right now, but before it was raining, cloudy, dark clouds. Like it was almost like, should we even try this?
Yeah, we almost didn't because of the weather, but it cleared up, so it's pretty nice now. Hopefully we'll get some good photos and we'll see those later.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
This is not going to be super steady.
Stabilize it in post.
All right, so we're just leaving Yellowstone, and we were able to capture a ton of wildlife while we were there. We saw bear, bison, antelope, elk. It was a lot. I know I'm forgetting some. So as you can see behind me, we're right at the Grand Teton sign. We're gonna be headed into the Tetons today. We're gonna see if we can capture a little bit more wildlife. We're hoping to see some moose, maybe a grizzly bear from a safe distance, and just see kind of what other wildlife we can find. And then we're also gonna try and focus back on landscapes because we didn't do a lot of that in Yellowstone. We were just wildlife chasing.
Okay, so at this point, we stopped because there was a whole bunch of cars pulled over. I quickly asked one of the people that were outside of their vehicles what was going on. He said there was a bull moose. Quickly told Danielle, get your camera and start making our way over to where they were located. And wow, it was majestic, but here's some pictures. Truly amazing. So glad that we pulled over.
All right, so it's 2:41, right? Okay.
So we wanted to give you a tour of our room. Lucio and I decided to treat ourselves a little while we were in Jackson. Got a nicer place. So when you walk in, immediately to your right is the bathroom. Plenty of counter space. Very large shower with a rainfall shower head. So that was pleasant to use. Then full-length mirror. And then we do have a standard coat closet, safe, hangers, luggage rack. All pretty standard. And as you keep going, we've got a little sitting area. There's Lucio. And then the rest of the room, we did splurge and upgraded to the room with the fireplace. It wasn't very much extra, so we said, why not? We're already treating ourselves. As you can see, quite nice furnishings. The nice red curtains are kind of a touch on the side. They're just decorative, but they still had blackout curtains. And then the detail on the headboard and just the nice wood furniture. Like, it was definitely a little bit more of an upgrade than a typical hotel or some of the places that we have stayed already on this trip. Like that first Super 8 motel we stayed at. This is so much nicer. We didn't really have too much view. I mean, there's a mountain. You can see our truck. So nice to keep an eye on it. And then here's just one more final look at the whole room.
Where are you dragging me to?
Jackson Hole Winery.
All right, what are we gonna do here?
I'm gonna taste some wine and see if there's anything good.
I didn't know you like wine.
I mean, it's liquor, right? I'll drink it.
Do you have any preference? And
Reds usually.
Reds?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm not much of a wine guy, but since the wife, Italian and all, you're gonna drink the wine.
Also, it's super cloudy. Can't see the mountains, so we're gonna do something different. Okay, so 35 and 50.
Look how beautiful this is. You look a little cold, but happy at the same time. All right, so where are you taking me?
Taking you to Pinky G's Pizza.
All right, let's go try this place out.
It smells like pizza.
Smells like pizza? Sure does.
Want to grab a counter seat?
We can. All right, Danielle, what did you order?
Lucio got a slice of the day, and I got basic cheese.
All right, let's hope they're good. You know the rule, one bite.
Ooh, hot. Okay,
All right, 1 through 10, 10 being the best.
put me on the spot.
Putting you on the spot, yes.
Okay, right now, just the cheese, maybe like a 5. There's not a ton of flavor going on right now.
Ooh, you're a tough critic.
Hopefully yours is better.
You're a tough critic. Here, take the camera. All right, one bite. Everybody knows the rules. Okay. I will have to give it a 6.1. It's a little on the saltier side, but it's edible and it's good. It's good for where we are. So yeah, 6.1. That's it. All right, hey, where are you taking me now?
We're going to, it's called Noodle Kitchen. It's a sushi bar, Thai, a bunch of different Asian
So
cuisines.
what are we getting, like sushi or?
I want some dumplings. We're gonna share some sushi. We're just gonna kind of go around and sample a little bit of the restaurants in Jackson Hole, as you can see.
All right, let's go. Oh, it's over here? Okay.
Door's over here. There's a sushi roll called the Big Mac.
There sure is.
Alright, Let's try it. So we just got back to the hotel. We had went to Jackson Hole Winery this afternoon because the weather wasn't really cooperating, so we couldn't see the mountains. Like landscape shots were kind of just out of the picture for today. The winemaker ended up showing up. We ended up getting to talk to him for a bit. He explained a lot about wine, but then he also explained a little bit about where he learned to make wine in his time in California, which he ended up actually working with a lot of Mexican winemakers out there in Napa and
yeah. So it's funny because there was another group of people that he was talking to, even though he was talking to kind of like the general vicinity, but once he kind of was like, okay guys, I'll see you later, I stopped him quickly and I asked him like, so since you were working with Mexicans while making wine, did you pick up Spanish? And funny enough, he really didn't, which made it funny, but which leads to the next thing. He told us like, no, he didn't really learn, but that he was gonna eventually pick up Rosetta Stone and try to learn, and maybe next year when we come back, he'll know more Spanish. So then, we left it at that. He ended up leaving, but then like maybe 10 minutes after, he comes back and he's all like, okay, I have another story for you guys. But before he even started the story, he brought us a little small bottle, which is right there.
He wrote mucho gusto on it and just handed it to us quickly, said, shove this in your bag. So I threw it in my purse and zipped it up so no one would see.
Yeah, so the reason he brought it was because the other winery guy, the Mexican guy that he works with, he's from Michoacan. So my family came from Michoacan, and he said if he was to find out, the winery guy, if he was to find out that another person from Michoacan showed up, he would have been devastated if he didn't give me a bottle like this. So he wrote mucho gusto on it, which means like my pleasure, or nice to meet you will be the best way to do it.
So we have a free little personalized bottle of wine. It's very small, like maybe half a bottle. And he said it's ready to drink. Enjoy it on our trip. So we plan to do so at some point.
It's a special batch because I believe he said that he used this for his wedding.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, and it's about 10 years old. So he said it's ready to drink.
Yeah.
So we're excited to open up and try it. We may not open up for a couple days. We've realized on this trip we don't actually have a wine opener or anything. So it may wait till we get home, but we'll see. We're kind of excited because this is personalized and it's got his little initials. He signed it for us.
Yeah.
So special little treat.
Shout out to you. What was it? What name he called?
It was Jackson Hole Winery, and his name was Tony. He was one of the winemakers.
Tony or Anthony or AJ.
He went by a couple names.
But either way, shout out to you. This was unexpected, awesome. Thank you so much. And hopefully, maybe in the future we see you again. But thank you again.
Lucio and I decided to treat ourselves to a nicer dinner tonight. He got steak. I, of course, got some pasta as I'm texting away. Very Western ambiance, but it fit where we were. They even had an open kitchen where you could see some of the steaks being cooked. Great food all around. We loved it. We even had to order dessert, the 5-layer chocolate cake.
Welcome to day 7 of our road trip. We are still in the Grand Tetons. We woke up this morning, stayed a little longer than we wanted to just because we thought the weather was going to clear. It said it was going to be sunny. The last couple days have been still rainy and we didn't get any pictures of the mountains. As you can see behind me, it's still pretty cloudy. It's better than it has been, but we're still not seeing the peaks of them yet. So we're going to drive around a little bit longer and just see what we find and see if it clears up and see if we can get some of these good landscape shots we've been wanting. Say hi, Lucio. He's been taking photos of his truck in front of the mountains as he sees them. But otherwise, I mean, the sky's beautiful, the landscape's beautiful. We're just hoping to see some of the mountain peaks today.